Hi, Brian Seger here again, certified personal trainer and baby boomer fitness expert. Welcome back to the second video in our pull-up series, specifically designed on case studies where different individuals are in their pull-up journey. Today we're going to be talking about somebody that we're working with who's as strong as an ox, but that's maybe heavy, or somebody who's maybe overweight and has the strength to start doing pull-ups. So if you're one of those two people, what I would focus on, what I mean by strong as an ox, this is somebody that is at the lat pull-up station and they're doing like 240 pounds, 180 pounds, or they're dumbbell rowing 100 pounds. They're very strong, but when it comes to doing a pull-up, they just have excess body mass or body fat, and they want to be able to do a pull-up. So what I would focus on is focus on bringing your body fat levels down, and I have plenty of videos about how to go about that. Real short story of how to do that is I would focus on making sure that you're setting yourself up a very active step goal, having yourself a step goal of 10,000 per day, and then I would start dialing your diet, your nutrition plan with those nutrient-dense foods, making sure you're in a calorie deficit, so that way you can just do more pull-ups because you're pulling less weight, but also if you're shifting that body fat to muscle ratio, you're going to be bringing down the fat, you're going to bring up your muscle, which is going to overall help you with doing these pull-ups. All right, how would you approach this routine? First thing, you can either do it in a push-pull split, or you could designate, if you just want to be better at pull-ups, you could designate this as its own day. Meaning, I would prioritize it first thing in the week, because whatever you prioritize, you're fatiguing throughout the week, and then you're going to have less recovery capabilities and less workout capacity in those areas. All right, so let's go right into the workout right now that you have an idea of how to approach that. First exercise we're going to start out with, again, is holds, because that's going to help out with our grip strength and translate well over to the pull-ups. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab right outside shoulder width. You can have the stool underneath you. You're going to get yourself real rigid like you normally would. You're going to get yourself really rigid like you were going to do a regular pull-up. Keep those shoulders contracted. You're not slouching down with your head way forward. All right, so and then what you're going to do, tight grip, and you're going to hold. Breathe out, and good. There's another thing you can do too. If you're strong enough to do these holds, you're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, rest about 30 seconds to a minute between each one. The other one you can do is you can jump up and then hold yourself in the up position like a pull-up. So that's how I would approach that. You can hold those for the same time, 30 seconds. Maybe it's 10 seconds, and then you drop yourself down slowly and you hold for 30 seconds there. All right, so after you finish your holds, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to just do regular pull-ups. And you know, when I was back in college, I learned this from my old strength coach, and I'm looking at college now. That was in 2020. I'm starting to feel a little old here, older, more wise. But I learned this when back when I was training for football, college football, University of Wisconsin lacrosse. Go Eagles. I think they're still Eagles. But anyway, Coach Dennis Klein was our strength conditioning coach, and he introduced me to these bands, and we use these for the people who were as strong as an ox. And those people who were strong as an ox were our offensive and defensive linemen. So when the offensive linemen were training and they were wanting functional strength, and that's what boomers are wanting too, they're wanting functional strength so it can translate over to their everyday life, he incorporated bands into this. So you're going to do band pull-ups, and there's different levels of bands. The thicker the band, the more resistance, less thickness down to these. Smaller ones, like the one here, you have less support. So what you could do is you'll do some band pull-ups. You're going to throw a band over the top here, and you just run it through. If you're wanting to get some great sets of bands, I'll link down below in the comment section where you can pick some of those up. Doing a band pull-up, you might need a step so that you're comfortable getting in and out of the band. Just put one knee inside the band, or what you can do is you can put your foot all the way, take this longer band here, the other one is built more for the knee. You take this longer one here and run this through. All right, so there's less resistance. And you can just put your foot in there, push all the way down, hands right outside shoulder width, and now you have your support there to pull yourself up. So like a normal pull-up, you're gonna keep yourself rigid, and you see it's helping me pull up. Now you wanna use good form here. You're gonna drive your elbows back, shoulder blades down and together. You're going down there, you're just gonna pull your foot out. It makes a loud noise when it snaps back, but it's more bark than it is bite. With the thicker band here, you just set your knee inside and do those. So you've got your band pull-ups. You're gonna do 8 to 10 repetitions, up on a count of 1, lower yourself on a count of 3, and make sure you're keeping yourself to have that great form. As soon as you finish, you're gonna take anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes of rest. Okay, because we're wanting to get stronger here, so we're gonna need some more rest so that we're strong. There's 2 ways you can perform an inverted row, all right? This one is with the TRX. Actually 3, there's rings. I'll put those down in the description also. You can click on the link, it'll take you over to where you can pick up some TRX rows or some rings. But you've got your inverted row, and what you're gonna do is grab a hold of both handles. You're gonna walk in. Now, the further out you are on these rows, the higher the intensity level is gonna be. The farther out you are, the lower the intensity is gonna be. And then the other way is if you're walking in, now the intensity is going up. So you can go feet wide, it makes it easier, or together, it's more challenging for your core. So you're gonna have your knees together, feet together, or your feet wide, or walk out if you want easier, in, or if you want more difficult. And then what you're gonna do is just gonna pull through your elbows, shoulder blades back together, and then back down on a count of 3. All right, you're gonna do 8 to 10 repetitions of those. You rest 1 minute to 3 minutes, and you're gonna go back and forth between the band pull-ups in the inverted rows, and you're gonna do 8 to 10 repetitions. If you don't have the TRX, I do wanna show you the inverted row. Now, there's racks in gyms like this, or you can go to the larger commercial gyms and they have Smith machines. But the inverted row on this is you can use multiple grips. You can use an overhand grip, you can use an underhand grip. So use that overhand grip, and again, the higher it is, the easier it is, the lower it is, the more challenging the exercise. So you're gonna walk yourself underneath the bar, your back stays flat, you're gonna pull through those elbows, pull yourself up to the bar and back down. Up on 1, hold for 1, back down on 3. All right, you're gonna do 8 to 10 repetitions. So hopefully that explains that really well for you. We're gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you the next exercises to continue this workout. All right, welcome back. Hope you had a good time with the inverted rows and the band pull-ups and the holds. So next exercise we're gonna do is a dumbbell row. I stole this technique also from Coach Dennis Klein. And Coach, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in years, but you were a big positive influence on me. So what we're gonna do here is a dumbbell row, and we're gonna pair it with a seated row. We're gonna do 8 to 10 repetitions with the dumbbell row. I like this exercise because it's gonna be working your bicep in that mid-back, so that upper part where you're pulling down and back, that's where it's gonna help here, but also the bicep that's involved, you're gonna need your biceps to help pull you up in that. And then the seated row, we're putting with it back to back. The reason why it's gonna help is going to work on conditioning here of those muscle groups. So to do the dumbbell row, what we're going to do is our back's flat. All right, we're going to grab a hold of our dumbbell, tight grip. Start with our less dominant side first, and you're going to pull all the way up your torso and then down on a count of 3. Breathe out, deep breath in. Breathe out, and back in. All right, we'll do our 8 to 10 repetitions. You can rest 30 seconds and then switch over to the other side and then get your recovery back and then do 8 to 10 repetitions. And then we're gonna move over here to our seated row. All right, we got our seated row all set up and working on our conditioning. We're resting about 30 seconds to transition over. We're gonna have ourselves a seat, and then now we're gonna go 12 to 15 repetitions. Chest tall, tight grip. And then we're gonna pull through elbows, through our belly button and back. Breathing out, and then back, and back. All right, you're gonna do 12 to 15 repetitions. You're gonna complete 3 rounds of this circuit. All right, now we're gonna go into some direct bicep work. Again, I like to do some direct bicep work with helping people with pull-ups because that translates over because you gotta strengthen those muscles in the chain that are gonna be able to help you do that. One of them is a reverse curl. You're gonna take an overhand grip, okay, versus the underhand grip here. So you got overhand grip, your chest is tall, elbows back. Okay, keep those elbows to your side, up on a count of 1, and then down on a count of 3. Breathing out, and then deep breath. There we go. You're gonna do 8 to 10 repetitions. You're gonna rest about 20 seconds, and then you're gonna grab a set of dumbbells. You're gonna do some hammer curls. Keep those elbows at your side, squeeze those triceps. You're gonna launch up on a count of 1, and then back down on a count of 3. And then you're gonna do 10 to 12 repetitions. So those are your bicep work. You're gonna do 3 rounds of that. All right, now we wanna strengthen those external rotators of the shoulders. That's gonna translate over well when you're doing your pull-ups because it's gonna bring stability to the shoulders and conditioning. You're starting to see one of my favorite exercises of all to do in the gym is a rope to neck. And I like to really structure a lot of external rotator exercises into Boomer's programming, or even my own programming. The reason why, I saw a stat out there, it's right around 60 to 70% of Boomers will have a shoulder or a back injury. So I really like to do these external rotators for the shoulder because it translates well over to injury prevention and then giving long-term longevity to your training life in the gym and your shoulder. All right, so we're gonna have a seat here, chest is tall. You're gonna pull the rope through our neck, bring those shoulder blades together, hold for a count of 1, and then back on a count of 3. Breathing out, and then back. All right, we're gonna pick a weight that we can do 8 to 10 reps, and we're going to wanna be able to only get to those 8 to 10 reps. So if you can do more, bring the weight up. If you can do less, bring the weight down. And then our big finisher here is our YIT. You're gonna go over here. Your thumbs are gonna be up. You're gonna lay down here. You're gonna go straight out. You're gonna go T, Y, I. Or you're gonna go I, Y, and T. All right, there you have it. You're gonna do 3 rounds of those. There you have it. There's your pull-up routine if you're strong as an ox or you're just overweight and you're not quite able to get to the pull-ups yet. Make sure you give this a like. Comment down below how the program's working for you. If you want some help from me, you'll see a link down there. You can fill out the coaching page. We can hop on a call and we can help you do a lot of things in your life better through some accountability. So talk to you soon. Have yourself a great day.